Hello, Duranis here, and welcome back to episode 7 of Feed the Beast on the Damnation server. So yeah, I've been quite busy. A few things I'm going to show you, and then we're going to go do some Thaumcraft stuff, which is why we're over here. So let's just switch back. So one of the things I've been doing is really just getting all of the essences. So we've now got jars for all 52 of the essences. Some of these were a lot easier to get than the others. So, for example, this Tempest, that was a bit of a pain. I used clocks for that. I don't know if that's called Tempest, but whatever that's called, the time one. And the weather one, that was a pain as well because I had to actually go and harvest clouds to get that. Because the only other way to do it is with mana beans or wisp essences, which you don't get a lot of them. So yeah, this was also a pain because you had to use either healing potions or I ended up using golden apples, which worked quite well but was fairly expensive. And this is also a pain because you have to use the tainted goo from the tainted mobs, but I just used my mob spawning system up there, so that wasn't too bad. But trying to get this without using a mob spawning system, probably not going to be too much fun. And let me just quickly turn my mouse sensitivity down a little bit because I do zoom around quite a bit and it gives people motion sickness. So yeah, so we have essences for everything. They're not all full yet, and that's way too slow. About there, that'll do fine. Some of them are full, some of them are easier to get than others because there's sort of aspects that are in pretty much everything that you melt down. Other things are more of a pain to get. I have some ideas on how to automate the system. The only issue I'm having is trying to figure out a way to deal with excess essences that I don't really need. One possible solution will be to have, let's jump into bat mode as well, make life a little bit easier. So yeah, one possible solution will be to have over in the farthest distance away from where I'm making the essence is have warded jars for every essence. Not warded jars, void ward jars. Warded void jars. Yeah, warded void jars. That's the one. Have them over here, and basically the golem should go to the closest ones first, so it'll try and fill all of these up, and then if there's no space over there, it'll come and dump it into the void jars. Why do I have so much problems remembering void jars? Anyway, so yeah, golems have been busy. I think. Have they finished? No, they're still stuck on this stuff. So let's chuck another void jar. Now I've got void jar on the brain. Chuck another one of them there, and they should hopefully finish this off. Still have my goggles on, and yeah, it looks like that was the last of it. So yeah, that's coming on great. I've added a few more mixed crystal clusters here, so I should now be maxed out on the symmetry. Words not coming to me. Stabilization, that's the word I was looking for. So this should be pretty much as stable as you can get it. So far I've done a few things. I made a silverwood wand and the robes and a few other bits and bobs, and I've not had any issues with it, so that's pretty cool. I will show you that at one point, but not yet. So back over here. Hello. And I've made a few changes here. I've got rid of a whole ton of the barrels. I'm still getting quite a bit of FPS lag in here that you might notice on the video. Replaced a lot of the barrels with deep storage units. I've got a few more filing cabinets up here for mob drops, and I've upgraded all the chests to diamond chests. Okay, so up here I moved all the crafting tables, and over here I have the machine layout. I'm flying, thank you. So yeah, over here the machine layout, it's a lot more organised, and I've got more machines, but it's more straightforward. So for example here I can use the I can make Invar. I'm using it with hoppers, so in this case I need 3 iron to 1 ferrous, so the iron actually goes into this satellite pipe here which feeds into the hopper, and then the ferrous goes straight in the machine. And if we look in the machine you can see one thing I noticed as well with these, Why is that iron in there? So this logistics pipe system, it works, but it has issues, and there's no real way to work around them unless you build absolutely massive systems, which I really don't want to do for a bit of auto crafting. But yeah, one thing I found, you have to have, with thermal expansion machines, have to have something set to an output. So in this case, this is the output here. I've got it set to the bottom, but you notice there's no pipes here. And the crafting pipe will actually pull it straight out of the machine. It doesn't have to be on the same side, but there has to be an output there. But also, the pipes that you're feeding in have to be attached to wherever you're feeding it into. So here I've got the purple and the green. Green's on the top, purple's at the back. So your crafting pipe has to be attached to a side with an input, but it doesn't have to be attached to a side with an output. So yeah, a few weird things there when setting it up. It's all working now, more or less, but I'm still not 100% happy with it, but I'm sort of fed up with fiddling around with it now. It's never going to be perfect with logistics pipes, unfortunately, and I'm just going to have to live with that. So that's about it in here. What I plan to do today is I actually finally built myself a wand recharging station, which is this, and the recharge focus. So what I need to do now is actually go and capture some nodes. So to capture a node, you basically need 70 of the primal aspects in your wand. And you surround a node with glass, put some half slabs on the top, wooden slabs, and then just tap it with your wand. And that should capture the node, and then you can move it wherever you want. So let's grab some glass here. And yeah, the FPS here is not great. I'm kind of considering moving all of the crafting just somewhere entirely different, because it's only really since I've added that I'm really having big problems with it. So if I move it to a different building that's outside of render range but is chunk loaded, then we should be fine. Yeah. And some slabs. Have I got some wooden slabs? Yeah. Stack of them should do. And okay, so I'm going to cook up some food, and then I'll be back when we're probably go to the sand farm world first, and we'll have a look around, see what nodes we can find, and try and get ourselves stocked up on them. So see you in a second. Welcome back, and I've spent probably quite a few hours actually just going around searching for ore nodes and just capturing them. As you can see here, we've got what's that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 there, and there's another one that I've already placed. So I want to get some more. None of these are particularly amazing. There's a couple of decent ones, but nothing particularly good. Quite a few of them went sort of pale rather than staying bright. I didn't get any bright ones at all, but it should be enough for now. So let's just place all of these. So yeah, the plan is I want to at least fill up this space down here because I think that'll look cool more than anything else. And I want to build the what's it called? The cami wand next, the one that holds 1,000 viz. So Inca cloth strapped silverwood wand core, yes. So to be able to charge that up, I want quite a few nodes here, and I'm going to mess around with the experience one as well because at least I could automate that and I don't have to wait around. So yeah, yeah, let's see how quickly this charges up. So yeah, hopefully these nodes, there's quite a few that are reasonably decent, so I should be able to get quite a few charges off this wand. I've also cleaned this area up quite a bit. This isn't the final sort of layout of it. It's just sort of a rough. I wanted a floor in just so I could start placing things down here. And I'm going to put a bit more decoration into the floor and a bit more detail. There's going to be probably the alchemical thingamajiggies. What is this thing called? Alchemical constructs, the things that make the things with the things. But there's going to be a few of them over here to make things like the elementum and the nitor and stuff like that I'm going to need on bulk. I kind of came up with my automated essentia system here, which was a lot easier than my original system I had in mind. I was originally just going to have it automated so it will constantly fill it up by itself, but this actually works just as well and it's a lot less hassle. Let's just get rid of that because I don't need it. But basically I've got a remote orderer linked to this, and again I'm going to tidy this up as well afterwards, but this is just to test it. And when I need to get more essence from something, I've got a list of items that give me essence for each thing, and I can just order it in here. So for example, we're doing rotten flesh at the moment, so I just go in here, type in rotten flesh, and I can request one of them, and that will zoom through my logistics into this chest, which just acts as a buffer, into the hopper, then into here. And I've got 3 golems here. They're flesh golems, they're the advanced golems, and they have 3 upgrades in, and he's derping through the floor quite a bit. So they've got 2 perception upgrades and then 1 speed upgrade. They've also got the glasses on, and then with the advanced one that gives them quite a big range. So over here on the far side, so the furthest part away, I'm going to have 52 void jars. So what they'll do is they'll attempt to fill up all of these jars here first, and if there's leftover essence, they'll come and chuck it in one of these void jars. So this basically means, like, if I've got an item that gives 3 different types of essences and I only need one of them, all the excess stuff will just get dumped over here, so I don't have to worry about it building up within these things. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to tidy this up a little bit more and add a few more bits, and yeah, the logistics system I've tidied up a bit and sort of put the pipes and stuff under here. I'm going to run all the pipes under this, and then there'll be sort of a fake ceiling there, so I have a couple of blocks of space just to run pipe work and things to keep it neat and tidy. Moved a couple of my R's things there, and yeah, so that's about it for now, and I'll be back when I've done a bit more here. Now I have some ore nodes in place. I think it's about time I upgraded my wand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for, not in there, all the way down here, the Inca cloth strapped silverwood wand core. So to do that, I need to get the silverwood rod and the core, that stuff, and yeah, that stuff. And I'm also going to get the experience drained one focus, which means getting some more of that stuff, and the talisman of withhold, which is a fairly simple infusion, but it's pretty high instability. So I'm gonna there's quite a lot of infusing there and crafting, and I'm going to be recharging wands quite a bit. So what I'm probably going to do is just do it all, record it all, and then speed it up and chuck it to some music. So I'll be right back when it's all done. So, welcome back, and as you can see, I've picked up a few more ore nodes. I've got quite a few there now, and I've also got the Inca cloth silverwood strapped thingamabob wand thingy. So yeah, the one that will take 1,000 of everything. So yeah, Incorium adorned Inca cloth strapped silverwood wand. Yep. And I also made the one focus experience drain to test that out. This actually works okay, but it takes a ton of experience when you're trying to charge up 1,000 vis on a wand. So what I've been using actually is a combination of three things. So I've been using the recharge pedestal here and the experience drain. So if the silverwood wand doesn't have a lot of experience on it, a vis on it, so I use that. And what was that? Hello, that one. Thank you. So yeah, I've got 21 levels, and you can see up in the corner, they're all more or less 15. So top left-hand corner we're looking at, and then you can see it's used 21 levels, and it's sort of added about 10 vis to everything. So it works, but it's not overly cheap. I mean, I could automate a system to get a ton of liquid XP, which would be fairly easy to do, but it's kind of not worth it. It's good if you just need to top up one or two aspects in it, though. So it does have its uses, but it's not overly great. So the main thing I've been using, actually, and I put a quick clip in there, is we have a standard vanilla style Enderman farm. If you have the wand on your hotbar and you kill Enderman, it recharges all of the aspects apart from Ordo, I think it is. And then I can just use the experience drain or the nose just to recharge that. And the clip that you'll see in there, basically the vanilla Enderman farm gets them down to half a heart, and then I've just been using a stone scythe from Tinker's Construct just to kill groups of them at a time. So it actually goes really quickly, and you get experience then as well. So between the experience that you gain and the vis points that you gain, so using the wand focus, you can recharge your wand fairly quickly. So yeah, that's about it for now. I think next time we've pretty much upgraded everything we need to do here. I think what I really want to do is actually start work on some stuff for this mech thing over here. You can see I've already started clearing it out, and got a little something over there which you'll see next time. So yeah, that's about it for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like, and see you next time. So see you later, bye bye, take care.